Semi-final number 2. Here we are, another best of 3 series, and this one is going to be interesting. We got the Bang Bush against Granit Gaming. I expected this to be the grand final of today's tournament, but apparently Granit wasn't able to get first place in their group. So, today also they're not playing with Whoopi, but they have Cringe Kid, aka Cure, playing for them. By the way, again, big shout out to Cure, the only NA player, or one of the only NA players. I think there's like 2. It was someone else, I can't put my finger on it right now. But there's pretty much like no NA players that want to play cross-server because they don't want to deal with the ping. And Cure is one of the few that every now and then, as in this case, subs in for a team. And he also has signed up for Meta Madness as a player and has been drafted, I think, by Hazorbs. So he's going to play in Hazorbs' team for Meta Madness. So pretty cool. Big shout out to him. But it's going to be a really cool series, I believe. And it's a little bit sad it's not a best of 5, but again, we're in the semifinals. This is qualifier number 3 for the Masters Clash. We already had 2 teams qualify directly for the playoffs, for the main event. And that's, of course, Team and the Hardos. And whoever wins today's qualifier will join them, and then there's a 4th qualifier coming up soon. Masters Clash, they have a grand final, an offline final in Paris, and also 12,000 euros of prize money, so that's quite a bit. But yeah, as we're heading into our first map, Infernal Shrines, we got Jojo and also Blaze banned out immediately. Side laners were hit a little bit harder since Hogger was also eliminated, and we have no Hanzo this time. Bishops playing on the side of a Bang Bush is something that they definitely didn't want to deal with. And I can absolutely appreciate that as a respect ban. So now we got Rega and Sylvanas. This is something that Bishops does a lot. So normally his like go-to is Sylvanas when Hanzo gets banned. It's a little bit different when they're playing with their full team and Maitri is on it. So then they're having a different Sylvanas player for them. But of course he's been playing a lot of Cassia too. We got Azza right now on Junkrat. We got Stukov. And the Haga Cure on the side lane for the team. Alright, alright. Yeah, it's already good. We got Smexy's Stukov. And they, of course, want to make it to the offline event too. And in this case, they got to step it up a little bit. We had some really wild games in the group stage phase, which we had yesterday. The winner of this series goes up against Team Rage Quit, by the way, in the next round of the tournament, the grand final. It would also be really hype if Team Rage Quit would qualify there. That would be, I believe, the first offline event that most of these guys are playing in. So we got Mephisto banned out, and also a ban on Leoric. No janitor in the house this time around. Lauba, is he going to go for his Murden here? We have Jojo banned. What else is available? Diablo is up. He's been playing a little bit with ETC, but I guess Dibbles or Garrosh or Murden are the better options for them right now. But all of them, of course, good. Svamgrotta lurking in the shadows. There's the Diablo pick, and we get Tigers. Odin is going to be played here during the shrines. Svamgrotta has been playing mainly meta stuff, but he's always the one, and he's been teasing it a little bit, who is willing to drop a Murky on Tomb of the Spider Queen or any other map. He's also been drafted in one of the Meta Madness teams, and he is very excited about that, apparently. At least he's been spamming Murky symbols in Twitch chat again, so I suppose that's gonna come up one way or another. Breeze on Tyrael, that's gonna be hype, and we got Make on Maiev. Yeah, that's a dangerous one. Breeze on Tyrael is definitely a beast. Now that his Diablo was picked away from him, he has to rely on Tyrael, and here comes Svamgrotta with Urel. Diablo, Urel, here we go. Yeah, back in the days of HGC, we had a combo between Diablo, Urel, and Deckard Cain, and every single time a team locked that in, they pretty much won the game already. That combo was ridiculous. It had like a win rate of 23-0 or something. Infernal Shrines, map number 1 in the semi-final. Let's go. Game number 1 in the series, we got the Bang Bush on the left side with Henning on Rega, Lauba on Diablo, Bishops on Sylvanas. Still silenced for another 20 minutes apparently. He just talked about it in the lobby. They definitely want to silence all the Russians here. But yeah, Breeze was making fun of him a bit. He said like, it's only a day, only for another 20 minutes or so. Skok on Tigers and Svamgrotta on Urel. On the right side on the map, we got Granit Gaming with Marco on Maiev, Breeze is playing Tyrael, Smexy on Stukov, Cure on the account Cringe Kid with the Haka, and Azerite on Junkrat, everybody. So, let's get this show on the road and see what they can pull off here. We have a split on all 3 lanes immediately from Granit Gaming. They're not even bothering with any kind of early game brawl in the middle of the map. Still Maka with a bit of a tether that he gets out there. And here comes the party. Yeah, they get the damage. They body block Smexy, and he's down. Lauba survives. What's going on? Lauba is alive, and Smexy is dead. Do you guys remember the good old days? When the game would start with Lauba inting right away in the first 30 seconds of the game and dying, you know. You knew just things were going the way they were supposed to. Just because Lauba died every single game very early. Those were the days when you know the world, you know there was still some order to it. Things were working as intended. These days, it's just so confusing. Lauba is surviving engages, he's getting out of them. It's just like, the hell is happening here? I'm not used to this. So yeah, it's kind of wild. But, well, either way. With all of that, we have, for now, 1 kill to 0. We have camps taken, and they're focusing on this one first. But they see a kill opportunity. They go for Azerite, and he's dead. Svamkrota was jumping in with Urel, didn't even have to. That was already a secured kill. But, yeah, better safe than sorry. With just too many plays lately where everybody thought, alright, we're gonna get this one, and then nobody came in for the last hit. And the target survived. Bit of a tether here now, too. And a little bit of poke as well. That's down to the bottom of the map. Breeze is sniffing things out and is trying to steal this away. Going 1v3 here, but he gets a bit of an assist. Explosion on Tyrael, is that going to save them? I don't really think so. It did a lot of damage, don't get me wrong. But now that the Haka is here, the equation changes because Urel isn't. And they get the camp. And Lauba! There we go. There's the kill. Ah, I feel so much better now. I feel so much better now. Yeah, it happened later than expected, but whew. Oh. Finally, some structure to the game. So, they stole the camp, they sacrificed Tyrael, but they got the kill on Diablo. Still a win for them. First objective is now also coming up. And we have only one team that goes for the Shaman camp. So that is going to give a lot of power to the Haka at the top. Not only does the red team have a global, but they also have a camp on the lane. So this is really going to help them. Now, we're going to see what they can do down here. Hello, the tether into Stukov and the kill. Absolute textbook. You tether them up, you come in with Stukov, and then you get the kills against Sylvanas and Tychus in this case. Lauba literally put into a corner. He's also dead, and that is really an opening for Granit Gaming. Whew. That was a spicy early gameplay. Well done. So now they have a chance to lock in the first Punisher. Well, no, not a chance. It's more or less a guarantee. And Make, yeah, he's beasting it on Maiev. He's currently doing a great job. That's multiple kills that he already prepared. And of course they don't even have the level 10 abilities, when especially Tyrael is going to become even stronger on this map for any objective that they're going to be fighting over. Level 7 at least available for both. Yeah, they go for Lauba, and there's the tether. They get that connected, a bit of body blocking. He came, he saw, and he peed his pants. Veni, vidi, pee. So, another quick kill against him. That's the end. And off we go with another opportunity, maybe in the middle to take down Cure. But he dodges out on the final shot from Bishops and gets away. And the fort has been destroyed. Punisher is going to do a little bit more work, but they are already on the hunt again. Moving around. And Make, he just wants to tether and get one hit after another. He's been doing really well. Now the next objective, likely going to spawn up at the top. They're already attempting to trap Bishops. Or Svamkrota. There's no ults available yet. Can it follow up on Sylvanas? They can't, but they might still be able to go for Urel. Nope, Svamkrota gets out, and Lauba sacrifices himself, I guess. He's low, and he's dead again. Lauba is down. That's the third time that he died, isn't it? Fourth time. Lauba dying 4 times. Damn, he is getting a little bit crushed here. So now we have 3 kills to 6. Dibble's not having a lot of souls here, so the hit point pool is struggling too. But now that the next objective is spawning at the top, they're already prepping this easily, especially since they have level 10 abilities now too. There's the disc! That one hits! And they can maybe get the kill. Stukov follows up. There's the Reptile. The Tether is there. And Sylvanas gets away. Damn. She actually got out. That's a lot of ults. They used 2 ults and they couldn't get the kill. Urel moves in. Of course, the Haka is still at the bottom, so Cure is trying to get even more XP for them. Running the global was definitely a smart choice, for sure. But this is starting to get a little bit tricky for the blue team. I mean, they're falling way too far behind. And if they... Oh, the Tether again! She doesn't have an ult yet. So much damage here on Swamp Grotto! 98 points! And Breeze seals the deal. Takes Urel down. Locks another kill in. Easy. Yep, 7 kills to 3, everybody. They finally will get their rogue abilities. But this is looking grim. Then again, they got Odin now. They got Odin, and on top of that, they also have the Ancestral, so that is going to allow them to save Diablo maybe a few times. But Granit Gaming is moving for another quick play on the camp. They can pretty much take all 3 of them now, I suppose. And we have also Breeze just jumping around a little bit in an attempt to not only scout this out, but he helps with the wave in the middle. They go indeed for all 3 of the Khazra camps. And they will, I mean, likely get a level 13 talent roughly before the next objective spawns. It's actually a little bit dangerous now because how far they are, because of how far ahead they are. This means that they will likely have a talent advantage every single fight from here on out for an objective. Unless, of course, the Bang Bush is able to get a few kills and can close that gap a little bit. But there's an early cleanse already. Alright, so the Haka didn't even have to go for the Tong here. But, yep, they're closing on 13. And the Bang Bush is just sitting there and is like, well, not sure what we can do here, guys. Seems like we might have to let this one go as well. They lost already 1 fort earlier. If they lose the Punisher, they're definitely going to have to sacrifice the one at the top too. And the Haka is still sitting in the middle and is attempting to extend that experience lead even further. Desperate attempt by Bishops to catch up in XP a little bit. But that's just not happening, at least not in time. And they already have Azerite up on the point. So yeah, they're looking real good here. Well, if they can get a kill on Breeze, that would be big. But he gets out, didn't even sacrifice his cooldown on the Sanctification. There's a level 13 talent. They have an 8. Oh, and that was already queued up. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Lauber, he sacrificed the cooldown. Now there's a play for another wall stun, but Breeze jumps out. Full control for him. There's the Sank. Helps them to turn this around. They go for Swamp Grotta and they force him to pop his ult early. Odin still hasn't been used yet. So there's still an opportunity for the Bang Bush to make a play here. But they don't have that level 13 talent. They have that disadvantage that they still have to play around with. And nice shove from Smexy. But Cure is now getting more and more of the stacks together for the team. They're sitting at 27, and this should be impossible for the Bang Bush to recover from unless they really make a decisive play now and come in for some kills. They go for Cure, at least they try to, but that doesn't really work out. Bishops is again looking for the damage. He's at 22,000 now in total. They're coming in with Swamp Grotta, jumping in D, but he gets pushed out once again. Doesn't have the cooldown on the ult anymore, so that plays a big role. And Lauber is in trouble as he gets pushed over the wall. Diablo is dead. He had the souls together, so he's going to be back in a jiffy. But they will lose the Protector, the Punisher for sure. No Punisher for them. With 33, they're not going to be back in time for this. No, it's just not happening. So, yeah. They're moving in with level 13 talents maybe for defense, but the top fort is gone. With the wall already eliminated and no chance to bait it over, they will take this one. Breeze, he's still on 40-second cooldown on Sanctification, but they go for Lauber again. He doesn't have the souls, he doesn't have the hit point pool. Gets tethered back in the Ancestral, but they're body blocking him and they're slowing him down. And once again, Diablo dies. Breeze is pissed. Breeze is just pissed at this point. Diablo was taken away from him and he just looked at Lauber and he's like, dude, are you serious? You think you can pick my hero? Even if I don't want to play Diablo in a game, you have no right picking this one. This one's mine. So they come into the game and they're just absolutely bodying him every single time, and he's not the only one. It's not like Diablo is the only one that's getting sacrificed here time and time again. By now they're also going for another double kill on Rhaegar and Tychus, and they are murdering, absolutely murdering. Cure is sitting in the middle of the map, he's going for the next fort. Level 16 talents are now available, so they're having an enormous advantage, and Diablo is going to die again. I mean, he's aiming for the double digits at this point. Nice dodge, barely on the disc, but he's not out of harm's way yet. Breeze wants the kill, but he doesn't quite get it. They're still taking the keep down a notch and have it at 60% HP, whereas Cure is sitting in the mid lane and is using his PhD in PvE to do even more damage here. Might have overstayed a little bit, but since he can easily join up with the rest of the team, it doesn't even matter. He's at 87,000 siege damage by now. Just sitting side lane all day long. Look at his experience gain. He's at 12,000, nearly 13,000 XP that he gathered for the team. And Svamgrota might have just committed Sudoku. He's definitely going to have to use his ult, but I'm not sure if they can save him. The disc is out. He's trying to get away. Ult is already used. And yep, he just committed honorable Subaru. And that is not only another kill. That's 13 kills to 3 now, but it also puts the blue team in a losing position where they cannot save this keep anymore. Yeah, this one's gone. But it's yeah, it's a bit crazy. Full control at this point for Granit Gaming. And they also still have every single fort in place. So not a single fort was taken out. I honestly don't know if they lost a tower. None in the middle. They didn't lose one at the bottom of the map either. And up at the top, yeah, they took some damage, but they didn't lose a single structure this entire game. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, Bangbush, they are banging their head against the wall. But they're not... they're currently banging their head on Granit. So, yeah. They're waiting for level 16, of course, and then that might give them a chance to bring this back. If they can fight on even talents and win a team fight. But I wouldn't keep my hopes up too much. So, yeah. There's a 16 talent. Can that help them? Next objective is in the middle of the map. Keep is already gone. Big teamfight victory would probably end this one. The problem that I really have is how close Granit Gaming is to level 20. That's the bigger problem right now. Because there's a chance that... okay. If it was a little bit more delayed, they might have had an opportunity to get level 20 before the objective is up. As it turns out, they can't quite lock that in. But with the Haka, they can at least push the side lane a little bit further. But let's see. Camp is taken. They isolate Diablo again. Cure with a drag. Another tether. And Diablo is dead even before the Ancestral can trigger. So, yeah, that's a disaster. Dibbles down again, this time for the full count. And now they are trying to go for Svamgrota, I suppose. He has his ult up, so he's going to get out of this one. But the objective is now up too, so they can easily go for probably the final protector of this first game of the best of 3 series. And of course, with half a level missing until level 20, it's very likely that they're going to get Storm Challenge too. But Smexy dies! Smexy dies, and they're looking for another kill. Yeah, Ancestral keeps Tychus in play. They need more kills if they want to make that play now. But Marcus slowed, and it's Sylvanas that dies first. Marcus dodges out, gets killed eventually by Urel. Svamgrota with a great job as he went deep. Had to pop his ult for it though, and now that Tychus is again in trouble, they might get the kill there. Good move by Cure, and they get Urel. And as this happens, we have the bot lane under attack, catapult on the core, sorry, on the keep, and we have catapults on the core too. So both of it definitely true. The core is losing the shields quickly. They're not quite making a play for it yet, but of course it's more about the objective and the level 20 that they're running here. Lauber is coming back in, he's at 72 stacks. And Tyrael hasn't made a choice yet. No Holy Arena, but instead the Defense of the Angels. God, I hate the names on Tyrael's talents. I really hate them. It's like, you douchebag. You pretentious douche. Defense of the Angels. It's like, jeez. Tyrael and his names. I mean, again, Imperius is the only one that even comes close. But yeah, there it is. They get the Protector. The Punisher. And now it's time to move through the middle and try to end what they started here. So, with that, oh, Cure! That was the wrong bush. That was a banging bush right there. So, right now, there's still a chance that they can defend this. They're poking the gate down, as is already, and it's a frozen Punisher. But we have at least Odin for the defense available. Another tether, another move for the lurking arm. Sanctification to save the day for them. Maka needs to get the hell out of there, and he needs to get out of there quickly. Bot lane gets attacked again as another minion wave with Catapult pushes onto the keep, and the one in the middle of the map is obviously also getting pressured. So there's just so much happening on every single lane, but can they get the kills? The Punisher gets one, Rhaegar is down, Breeze is about to fall. He can still get the explosion damage in. The bottom keep down to 50% HP. They want Urel. They might be able to get her. Smexy is a bit low here. Urel is hopping out. Punisher has been defeated. 4 versus 3 on the map. And that was a solid defense from the Bang Bush. And they're getting closer and closer to level 20. They want more kills, and they might get more kills. Smexy's low, goes for another push. But now that Sylvanas is there, he doesn't have a chance. 1 kill, but it's a kill for a kill. Since the trade happens, Urel falls as well. Catapults again on the core. This time, it's 2 of them, and they need to take him on down to the bottom of the map. Another one is pushing in. Diablo is trying to stop them, but they're going for the camps instead. Camps are getting attacked. They're just controlling the map even further. 8 kills to 18. The Bang Bush is fighting. They're fighting as best they can. But this is... I mean, again, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. They got level 20 by now. That gives them the Farseer's Blessing, Hellgate, Bolt of the Storm, and more importantly, Big Red Button. So, if they could turn this back, that would be insane. Obviously, we're now 17 minutes into the game, so the catapults are starting to really scale. And that is going to be very, very dangerous, especially since there's not a single fort destroyed. So there's no counter pressure at all. But I am more shocked that the blue team was able to get to level 20, if I'm honest with you guys. This looked the entire time like they will lose the game way before that happens, but no. 8 to 18, Urel taking care of the bot lane. There's very little to do on the map now for the red team. There's only 1 camp left. They took everything else. So they're gonna try and see if they can get a kill somewhere. Breeze is, of course, just jumping around. Yeah, no wall stun. Lauber was hoping that he could get the angle, but nope. Breeze was fine there. Yeah, they're going for their own camp up at the top. And that one is going to be really annoying for the Bang Bush, because again, that one pushes for core. And now we're 18 minutes in, so these catapults are starting to hurt. If you fight for the next objective, which is down at the bottom of the map, the most removed from the top lane that's possible here, then maybe the Haka pushes the top lane out further, gets catapults on the core, and then you are fighting a losing battle. More or less a checkmate position where you have to make a choice. Do I defend my core, or do I go for the objective? If played well, they won't be able to do both. So, yeah, they want to time this. But the blue team is already dealing with it, or at least trying to. They get some damage in. Well done. But they can't make a real play. So now the objective is announced. They're bouncing Urel around a bit. Oh, that's an early ult. I'm not sure if Swampgroda just fat-fingered his R key, or if that was intended. Did he really think that they could blow him up instantly? That is a big ult down the drain, guys. That could actually lose on the game. Urel with a 2-minute cooldown, burning it this early, that's a huge problem. I'm not sure if that was intended. Oh boy, yeah, this is gonna get dangerous. Look, there's exactly what I talked about earlier. Their Haka is pushing the top lane out, can go for the next wave. They're buying some time down here. They're poking with Junkrat from the outside. They already got 19 stacks, and the Haka is pushing this towards the core. That's checkmate. But they get the kill on Make. That changes things. That changes things immediately. Someone has to move back, though. The Haka doesn't give a fuck. Cure is going straight for it. And it seems like Sylvanas is the only one that moves back. So now that we're having Sylvanas retreating, the rest of the team can come in again. The core is losing a couple of hit points very quickly here, but the objective is now leaning towards the Bang Bush. They are still in play. Cure joins the fun as he's coming in to help the team out to solidify that pick on the objective finally. But now that Bishops has dealt with the minion wave that they pushed forward, they can still get this. 38 to 34! 39! And they take it! Granit Gaming, they have it, but they're gonna lose at least jump. No, the shield from Tyrael. The Sylvanas is dead, so is Stukov. What if he has died again? And Diablo, no, he died too. Diablo is down. Swamgrota, 20 seconds on his ult, and yes, he dies. Azerite doesn't give him a chance here. Breeze was still hoping to take Henning out. Runs straight into the trap and gets taken apart. Nice trap by Skog and Lauba. They get the kill, but the Punisher has already eliminated the keep and is now going straight in for the one in the middle. There is so little that they can do here. They have somehow got to get kills. The core gets attacked. Cure is looking for more opportunities to connect the drag and open up another kill for the team. But Azerite is so low that he has to be careful. Without Stukov being around, he can be insta-killed. And yeah, he needs to get the hell away here. But the core is falling. It's falling quickly. This isn't looking good. Not even a little bit. No, this is going to be game. This is going to be game 100%. Nicely done. 21 kills to 11. Granit Gaming takes the lead in the best-of-3 semi-final.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Granit Gaming has taken the lead. They need one more map victory in order to advance to the grand final, the best of 5 series of the third qualifier for the Masters Clash. The Bang Bush in blue. We had Sky Temple now. So the question remains, can they win a game here? The first thing that they're getting rid of is Junkrat. After the last map, they're just looking at it and they're like, okay, we're done with this shit. Let's get that out of the way immediately. So no Junkrat for Azerite for the second game. Had too much to handle in the last one. But yeah, Hogger gets banned too. Sky Temple is of course an interesting map when it comes to global play, once again. So you can play a lot around Falstad and Dehaka. But you also have to keep that boss in mind. That's where Tyrael is a big option. Gust, of course, with Falstad also helps quite a lot there. So, Sylvanas, great if you... Not only to just deal with the boss a little bit and get that Wailing Arrow out, but also to maybe side lane pressure a bit more and try to get some structures destroyed without the help of the temples, which then helps you for the objective phase. Stukov, they don't want to deal with that combo between Maiev and Stukov either, apparently. Trana also banned, and yeah, well, here we go. That's a start up into the game. That actually leaves a lot of options now for both of the teams. But every single time I see Sky Temple being picked, I'm always wondering, okay, are we going to see a global strategy? And how are the teams going to run the show there? Sky Temple is always a map where you can cheese a little bit. And Swamgrota is already picking Dehaka away from Cure. Now, keep in mind, Cure is obviously playing cross-server here. And if you play cross-server, you have to adjust your hero pool a little bit in the way that you're playing it. And with Dehaka, the one thing that he did on the last map is he really focused heavily on the macro. Now, he had an impact on the team fights too. I'm not trying to say he didn't. But if you can play for a big part of the game, just simply macro, then ping is not that big of an issue. It's still a factor and it's still annoying, but you're trying to limit it a little bit. So picking Dehaka away from him already helps with that slightly. I mean, there's a reason when you see people playing cross-server why they're usually not playing heroes like Ana, Tracer, Zeratul. It's because with those you participate a lot in the team fights and it makes it really difficult. Not impossible, but it makes it a lot more difficult than when you're playing in a low ping environment. I mean, it goes so far that there's really just a difference of you playing at the LAN or you playing just simply on your home server, but even playing cross-server, the problem is even bigger. And that obviously applies to Cure too. So we'll see what he's gonna get in for the second map. Brightwing, so even more globals. And we got Hanzo for bishops. He gets a 0. Those arrows are going to be flying. With Sylvanas and Rhaegar, we have, at least in part, the split push potential that I've been talking about at the beginning of the draft. She wasn't banned, so they had a shot there. And Nubara gets eliminated, okay. What's Lauba gonna go for? Diablo didn't really work out for him. Is he gonna resort to his Murden again? They're done with Breeze too. That's alright. Get the hell out of there. If you pick your Diablo, you can, but dude, you're not gonna get your Tyrael again. Especially, of course, because of the added value on the boss fight. But Breeze just crushed it on the first map, so... But alright. Is it a Diablo or no? And I guess we could see a late pick for Cure. I could go Urel too. He goes for Blaze. Didn't even realize he was still up. So yeah, Blaze, and there's the Muradin pick, stealing one away. Okay. Yeah. Not bad. That's a stun, straight into the Blaze follow-up. And what is Labana gonna pick? We're gonna get a Garrosh here, for example. And we still need a bit more damage. So Skog, he has a chance here now. Bishops with the Hanzo arrow, Brightwing with the Polymorph, Dehaka, Isolation, Global Plays. Maiev for them, alright. And Mei. Okay, they're going for Mei. Double Overwatch this time. And last but not least, Make. With Rega and Sylvanas, they need more damage. Could play literally anything here. Tracer, Genji, of course, two of the heroes that we've seen a lot. He's the one that usually played for a long time, the only Mephisto in Europe. So many choices he could make right now. Maka has a pretty big hero pool too, so yeah, he goes for Tracer. And that gets us to map number 2, potentially the last one of this series. In the grand final, we have Team Rage Quit already waiting for their opponent. And we're gonna find out right now if this series goes to map 3 or if Granit Gaming gets a 2-0 victory over the Bangbush. Game number 2 with Henning on Brightwing for the blue team, Swamgrotta on Dehaka. We got Lauber playing Mei in the second game, Bishops on Hanzo, he has his main hero again, and Skog on Maiev. On the right side of the map, we currently have Smexy playing for Granit Gaming with Rega. Breeze on Muradin on level 1 straight up with the Dwarf block. We got Make on Tracer, Azerite on Sylvanas, and Cringe Kid aka Cure with a Blaze. Okay, let's get the show on the road. The good old Sylvanas move is happening. Oftentimes you see that at the bottom of the map, but this time they're moving up towards the top. The only one that shows is Cure for now, is playing that against Swamgrotta. Yeah, they're a little bit late, so that's maybe even an entire tower. If not, then at least 50% are going to be destroyed. And as explained so many times in the past, if you are able to take a tower down or any kind of structure against your opponent on Sky Temple without utilizing the objective, then any even trade that you pull off from there on out on the temples is working in your favor. So, this is currently looking pretty good for them. At least when the early game goes. Top side, if you now can get the control over that temple, for example, you have a good chance of taking the fort down completely, especially if you're doing even previously more damage with this camp that we're going to get soon. 1 minute mark, of course, is when the camps are popping up on the map. Even a little bit of action here in the middle. Quick hit against Breeze, and that's a kill. Breeze goes down. Muradin eliminated. The dwarf is gone. Always hitting the little people here. Discrimination in the Nexus is always sad to see it. Yeah, it's a little bit horrific, but again, that's the Nexus we're living in. So, one kill against 0. Slight lead now for the Bang. Hello? They're trying for the fight. The Siege Giants are lost. It was huge. Azerite is still fighting. Good connect on the dragon. That's the end of Rega. Swamgrotta, the man with the tongue. Tracer is also low, and here comes another kill. Brightwing dies in the back. Azerite is looking for more, but I'm not sure if he can even get out of there without dying himself. And yes, that's the end of him. So 4 kills, 2-1. Okay, that wasn't too shabby, especially since the Siege Giants were still doing damage to the fort. That's quite the start for the blue team. Initially losing the tower was a setback, but now they got 4 kills against 1 and definitely started to take quite the lead here. I like it. I really, really like it. So we have up at the top Swamgrotta starting to... I mean, they're stabilizing a little bit now again, right? So they have started to move on to the lanes. The fort is down to 50% HP, so now it's not only the lead in experience and kills that we're seeing, but in addition to that, they also have taken an advantage on structures. This is great for the Bangbush. Didn't look like that at the beginning, but this is fantastic. And now Cure, I mean, they can do some damage here, but of course they're not sticking around too long. If Mako, of course, can pop off at any point, they can start to take some kills. But yeah. So we'll see what they can do. I mean, either way. Alright, there's another move by them. If they connect a couple more drags with strong water, they can really go far here. But it's the level 7 that's really the biggest concern. I mean, the Bang Bush, they're coming in hard at this point. Yeah, they're here to chew ass and kick bubblegum. These guys are definitely pissed after game number 1. No doubt about it. 4 kills to 1, nearly level 7. They want to decide this. I mean, maybe not quickly, but they definitely want to get a big lead. And for now, it would mean a lot to get the early level 7. But I gotta admit that Granit Gaming did not only catch up, but they actually even pulled ahead in experience. And were able to get the earlier 7. Not that it really mattered, the window is too low. But they still were able to get the talent at the same time that their opponent did. So now that gives them a chance to fight again. The second that Tracer moves in, she's immediately polybombed. And Mark is in trouble because of it. Yeah, gets tethered and killed. So he's dead. And that's kill number 5. Kill number 6. I mean, we could run a countdown at this point. Just a counter for the kills. They're getting at least the shots in the middle, and that took the entire wall apart and put more pressure onto the fort. But generally speaking, Granit Gaming is being melted. So right now, yeah, holy shit. 7 kills to 1. Bang Bush is absolutely murdering them. That early game is rough. Technically, if they get level 10 that quickly, if they keep the pace up, they might have a chance to simply go for the boss as soon as it's up and they have the heroic abilities. That's how bad this is going. If they steal this is... yeah. I mean, at some point, Granit Gaming needs to consolidate those attacks a little bit better and get some kills here. Alright, they're saving their siege giants at least. Can you imagine if they would have lost them again? Maybe even lose the fort because of it. Half a level to level 10 now. And already at the top, he gets the drag. That's a kill. Cure is dead. Kill number 8. The Bang Bush, they're going through Granit Gaming like hot butter through cheese at this point. I mean, seriously. Not only do they have a level 10, they got 8 kills to 1. They are destroying the first fort. The one at the bot lane is nearly taken apart. We got the ice ball now. We get the dragon's arrow. This is an absolute disaster for Granit Gaming. Maybe now. No. Not even now. Not even now. They're getting all away. There's the isolation. Not like that, Dehaka. Not like that. He came, he saw, he died. Oh boy. Sylvanas is dead too, so they get the counter kill. But yeah, that was priceless. Dehaka moving in with no hit points, getting the isolation connected, goes for the drag, and then bam, immediately flattened by the opponent's team. So now we got level 10 on both sides. But yeah, that was kind of awesome. Dehaka, I got this, and he's dead. So yeah, at least they locked the second kill in. Doesn't really change the fact that the situation is very, very good for the Bang Bush with how much structural damage they've done. Don't forget about that bottom fort here. Yes, it's still behind the wall, but it's incredibly low in HP. Single temple at this point. And, well, let's make a play. Let's see what they can do. We have them with siege giants through the bot lane. I mean, if there's not more defenders... that disc didn't connect. Okay, so Market dodged out on it. But they get one more tower already. If they can take that bottom temple, it's going to be such a brutal game for Granit Gaming. If Bang Bush takes the bottom temple and takes the fort down now, they're falling so far behind in structures that recovering will be incredibly difficult. So, yeah. Here we go. We already got the hits. They're trying to at least get a few of the shots, and we still have Dehaka at the side. Nice poke. Dehaka, they need him now. And he's coming. Dehaka moves in. There's the isolation. They connected, but they connect the wall too. There's already a kill on Sylvanas. They're absolutely crushing this. They're absolutely crushing this. Breeze is dead. Sylvanas down. The isolation, the ice wall, another drag. Marke is dead. And they're just killing everybody. They're just playing whack-a-mole. Every time a hero pops up, they're going like whack. And they're taking them down. So now we have 12 kills to 2. I thought they were going for boss after they snuck towards the top, but apparently they decided against it. Really? Alright. So instead they're going for the shots down here. That will eliminate the bottom fort for sure. They have level 13 as well, so another advantage for the Bang Bush. They won game 3. And I don't blame them, because I won game 3 as well. The more games in this series, the better for us. So we're definitely winning. But they got mad after the last game. Seems like Lauber got a little bit pissy too. He was like, wait a second, what? I'm dying nearly 10 times? Don't think I should do that. So they're trying to go for Skog. There's the tether. He's a bit alone, but he might still get out. Brightwing with a save. Ice Wall. I mean, it's honestly... Oh, big arrow. Big arrow. Oh, and it's still flying. Woo. But yeah, so Bishop's missing one. I still believe that if the Donald had just hired Tacita and May, that wall would be built.
He has the best walls. So many walls. Tacita has a great wall. May, she makes so many walls. They're incredible. They're incredible. Everybody says so.
12 kills to 2. They go for Skog. And he gets out and has another tether as well. And all of a sudden a few of the structures fall and Lauber might die as well. So they take him down. May is dead, but Svamgrotta pushed the top lane a little bit further. And now the boss is taken by Granit Gaming, guys. This game might not be over after all. It's a massive lead in kills, of course, for the blue team. But the Bang Bush hasn't won it yet. So Granit Gaming, they're going for the boss. They're trying to get some momentum here. They lost a lot of structures, but they took the bottom fort out. The one in the middle is very low. And now that they have Siege Giants and boss, they might be able to make a play here. So, top side, yes, Sylvanas obviously helps a lot when you're trying to establish some momentum. Blaze had to head back and deal with Svamgrotta. That's a little bit annoying. But down at the bottom of the map, they need to defend now. That's just too much to handle. It's 2 Siege Giant camps and a boss. And that comes in at the same time that the temples are slowly activating. So they're coming in for the top. And Svamgrotta! Ah, he got away! The Stormbolt didn't hit. Well done. Really, really well done. Svamgrotta maybe stayed a bit too long, but all the right moves here. So for now, at the bottom of the map, I mean, they lost a little bit of that wall, but again, they saved the most. So here we go. We got a few more hits coming in now that they're taking control over the temple in the middle. Blaze is on his way to the bot lane already. So once that he shows up, the blue team is very likely going to start and make a play there. Stormbolt, that was important. Ice Wall is in. He should be fine. The disc is out, and there's the tether, and, well, so much for fine. Has to pop the avatar, and everything hits him. So does the Ancestral, and he's still alive. Nice. They dropped everything on him, and Breeze survived while Blaze is still playing the bot lane out and got more damage at the wall here. Also took the top fort down, by the way. They're catching up in experience. All of this is happening without them having level 16. That's the big one. They don't have level 16. That was a big lead for the Bang Bush. But despite their talent advantage, they couldn't get the kill, and they're still trading evenly. So now the bottom keep is the one that gets attacked, and they're just not able to get the entire thing, but they are ahead in structures now. Guys, the blue team is ahead by an experience. They're ahead in kills, yes, but they're behind in structures. Just by a little bit, but it's still a thing. So this game could still be won by Granit Gaming if they just get a bit more momentum here. We'll see if they can pull it off. Get another move by Cure into the middle now. 9 kills behind. It's the experience gap that's the most dangerous, though. Level 20 is a problem. It's a big problem for them. Now, if they can get a few kills, if they can pull it off again, if Maka can pop off on his Tracer, it's a different story. But so far that hasn't really happened. And that's true because Henning was always keeping the cooldown ready. Skog is doing a great job on Maiev. And of course we have the Haka with a lot of tongs and good isolations. But they're looking for the kill right now. Yeah, Cure doesn't have to bunker up just yet, but he's a bit low. There's the bunker. Arrow misses again. Bishops is not connecting a lot of them. The wall is keeping nobody out. Yeah, there's the Ancestral. He might still fall. Another tether. Skog is pulling it off here. Maiev with a Wailing Arrow. Henning survives. Breeze wants the kill. Brightwing. Brightwing is still alive. They just can't get them. They just cannot get them. And now with Breeze dead, Sylvanas dies too. It's another team fight victory for the Bang Bush. Boss is only up in a minute and a half, so they can't go for it. But big plays being made by the blue team. The way that they're surviving throughout these engagements is honestly incredible. And now they have the chance to get a double temple, at least a few of the shots, and that should give them the lead again. And of course it's a disaster for Granit Gaming because they are falling behind in experience. It's 2 levels now between them and the Bang Bush, and that will guarantee a level 20 advantage for the blue team for quite a long time. So they're in a great position here. It was honestly insane that Brightwing didn't fall. Breeze went deep for it and just couldn't get it. And now, yeah, he has to boost out. They're realizing what's going on. Dehaka! Yeah, he gets it. Bye, Cure. Was nice knowing you. Yeah, Cure is dead. He can buy time, he can run, he can't hide anymore. They already know where he is. Yeah, that bunker. I don't know what that bunker was made of. Must have been paper or something, because that thing disappeared in a second. Now they have level 20 talents. They're starting to get damage at the bottom keep. Yeah, but at least they are also getting one of the temples, despite the fact that that's far behind in experience. So the boss is soon up, and that's the big problem. With the boss up in 8 seconds and Cure dead, the boss is going to be taken and they're going to try and move through the bot lane. So shots are being fired, that bot lane is already softened up. And here we have them moving in for the keep, for the boss, taking that down and then straight for the keep, which has already taken significant damage. So this boss could help them to go straight for the core. Yeah, shots are in. Smexy is just playing it slow so that if Marker gets attacked and ganked up upon, he still can save him. It's actually kind of crazy. The keep at the top lane is so low. The one at the bottom of the map is also nearly destroyed. But it doesn't matter too much. Nice attempt at escaping. Ice Wall hits 3.
He has the best walls.
And that's a kill. That's a double. And that is likely gonna be game. As they go for the keep, let's take another quick look at that little play. Look at this. The Ice Wall connects with all of them. And they're getting the kills after that. The boss takes the keep down. Double kill on Tracer, Rega, now Muradin is there too. They're taking Sylvanas down, and that is the end of map number 2. Cure is dancing, he knows this is over. The core gets attacked. It's a dance party. Everybody is just going for a little bit of karaoke, but the game's over. We're gonna go to map number 3 in this series. I can definitely appreciate it. I don't think that Granit Gaming does, but it's great for us and for the Bang Bush. Game number 3, the final map of the semi, is coming up in just another moment. GG. We go the full distance. Map number 3, Towers of Doom. The Bang Bush successful on Sky Temple. Granit Gaming kicking their ass a bit on the first map. But right now, this is going to be a really spicy one. There is, I mean, it's actually kind of interesting because there is a good chance that the team that makes it into the grand final out of this series wins the entire tournament. But then again, at the same time, Team Rage Quit is not a bad team by any means. These guys have actually taken down a lot of these teams already in the past. Now, it's a best of 5 that makes things a little bit more difficult for them. But generally speaking, I gotta say that Team Rage Quit is just getting better and better and is really improving. So this is not necessarily a done deal no matter who advances there. Now, I would still give whichever of these two teams makes it into the next round the status of being the favorite for the grand final. But again, we could see Team Rage Quit qualify. And Towers of Doom is, by the way, also a great map for the finale of the series. Second semi. The ban Hanzo. Yeah, no Bischofshausen this time. Towers of Doom is also a map where you can occasionally go for a little bit of a sneaky draft. Smexy really loves to play. The last couple of times he played his Karazim here time and time again. Dehaka, yeah, so they go for that. Dehaka has been heavily contested in the series. And that also means that Cure has now a chance to play more of a macro game as well. So that's also big. But what kind of strat... Well, probably Sylvanas pick early on now for them. Considering that Hanzo is banned. Sylvanas is open. Could go for her. Pick either your side laner. Yeah, so there it is. Blaze. Blaze and Sylvanas. Good. I still want to see a Breeze Diablo. And this is a map where he played Diablo a lot. We saw Breeze with his Tyrael. I want to get Diablo at some point. I guess I would be okay with the Tyrael too. But I would assume that they're going to pick their tank a bit later. So, let's check this out. What do we get? We have... For now... Ooh, Lulnara. Okay. Bambi is in the house. And we get Brightwing for Smexy. They go for the Fruit Fly pick. Mm-hmm. What do you ban here? Yeah, they're done with Tyrael, aren't they? After the first map and Breeze ripping them apart, they're just done with it. And unfortunately, Diablo gets banned now too. This time though by Granit Gaming, which means that Breeze is gonna play what? Anubarak is up, Muradin is up, could go for Garrosh, I guess. I would still say that Lauba... I mean, I haven't seen Lauba play... Did he play Muradin in map 1? No, he played Diablo. What did he play on the second map? May, exactly. There's Muradin. There it is. And they get Maiev. Yeah, that played a big part in the last game. His Maiev played a huge part there. So this is good. There's a lot of stuns. Blaze, Muradin, Maiev. For the tether, you got Sylvanas for a Wailing Arrow. That's nasty. That's really nasty. And they don't have a support yet. They wanted Maiev early because they were afraid it gets picked away from them. And just imagine them now getting Stukov's ban. Okay. Yeah, but imagine Stukov there. That would be a win. We got Garrosh and we have Imperius. Triple front line with a lot of CC as well. Yeah, I like it. Azerite on Imperius at this point. Could still swap things, of course, a bit. But Henning, what is he gonna play? Bit more damage for them now. No, actually, they need our support. Never mind, never mind. Final pick. It's Anduin. Crybaby in the house for the Alliance, mommy. Towers of Doom. Let's go, everybody. Final map in the series. Which team advances to the grand final? Let's find out right now. Prepare yourself for battle. Henning playing the Crybaby in game number 3. We got Bishops on Sylvanas, Skog on Maiev, Swamgrota on Blaze, and Lauba on Muradin. And on the right side of the map, Azerite, he's playing Imperius for the final map in the series for Granit Gaming. Smexy on Brightwing. We got Mako on Lunara. Breeze on Garrosh. And Cure, aka Cringe Kid, is playing Dehaka. And off we go. That's gonna be the final map. And who takes it? I gotta say, I really like what the blue team has. If they can control the CC, they will have great opportunities to get kills in here. But then again, we have a fair amount of stuns and slows also from Granit Gaming, so it's CC City today, as both of the teams are going to try and set this up. Azerite, of course, can also bring the pain with the damage output that you can get through with Imperius. And we'll see if that works out for them. Lauba gets flipped around, jumps back out, still fine, but gets attacked right away and misses the Stormbolt on Macke. Breeze with additional damage on Bishops, yeah? Not too bad. Right. But yeah. We had a pretty wild series between the two teams, and I really feel that this one deserves to go to a third map, so I'm happy that we're here in the first place, but I also want to see who has the better early game, who's able to get into the late game. That's obviously the most important thing on Towers of Doom, to get to a solid late game here. There's no early invades, nobody's risking anything but trying to go for the opponent's pumpkin camp. Instead, they're just claiming their own, not making any moves too big here. Swamgrota still playing this one out. Yeah, and Dehaka. No Bumblebee on the skin on this one. Oh, and Imperius goes down. He dies first. Dehaka even came in down to the bot lane as the fight started to shape up, but Imperius is already gone, so he can't engage properly. But yeah, Maiev is threatening another quick engage and tether once more as Brightwing takes over at the top. Pumpkins connect, gate is down, so is the tower. Off to a good start. Get the first blood and maybe the early level 4 as well. Alright, so Maiev still in the middle here. And Maiev again, Naisha's Memento, and we get the Blade Dance. First objective is of course going to spawn the triple altar. Anduin in the meantime the piercing light. And, well, is that a kill? Heading! Anduin, he goes for the French defense and runs away as fast as he can. And is able to get out. Successfully executed. We have, on level 4 now, the Blossom Spell, and they get the camp at the top 2. Cure was trying to slow this down a bit and maybe allow a rotation from the rest of the team. But thanks to the jet propulsion from Svangrota, that didn't really work out for them. Alright, Pretty Boy on the way down to the bottom here. Against Garrosh is always kind of fun. I mean, again, you're getting a flip, and then Anduin just ruins the play. His trade is just nasty. The level 16 talent is honestly crazy. That should be a 20. But yeah, Stormbolt misses, or it could have been the end of Marke. He might still die. 8 hit points, and then Brightwing connects the heal. Breeze, though, he gets killed. Yeah, Skok sees him with Maiev, and he's like, wait a second. So first Lunara moves out with single-digit HP, and now you think you can do the same thing? Think again, baby. Here's another hit. Breeze goes down. That's 2 kills. First shots are already fired. And the only altar that is still up is at the top left, so it will be a 2-to-1 altar advantage for the Bang Bush as they're getting the additional 4 shots delivered. Yeah, so far so good. We got level 7 now in, and the 2-kill advantage leads in total to a half-level lead for them. So red team has to be a bit cautious. The entire bottom wall is, by the way, already taken down, and even the bell tower is taking some damage, so if they can convert that over at some point, it would really help. Another Storm Bolt. They're trying to go for the fight here. Here's a flip on Blaze. And nicely dodged by Cure. Just as the jet propulsion moves in, he dodges and goes for the burrow. Yeah, level 7. With a holy fervor. And the camps are back up again. So, it's time to party here. They're making another move for the Pumpkins. No aggressive play yet. I mean, they might try and sniff this out a bit. Lauber is just checking the bush, but he comes in a bit too late. Can connect the Stormbolt though if he wants to. Yep, there it is. Moves back out. Still a bit of party down here at the bottom. Breeze is of course hoping for another opportunity, but Bishops is already moving away from him. They still need Maiev if they want to get a kill, and now Skok is ready to party. Party and party hard, baby. Get that spot for the Masters Clash playoffs. Well, they take the Pumpkins out easily. It's definitely the blue team that is currently making the moves, but the red team is always trying to make something happen like they do now with the connect. Nice, but Anduin ruins it. Oh god. Like Anduin, really, like his trade is nasty. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Dehaka gets the drag, Anduin zips you out. There's a quick flip from Garrosh, Anduin saves the day. Stun here. Nope, play ruined. When he gets level 16, that power spike by simply having 2 of those charges available is absolutely out of this world. So now Breeze also moving back out, gets the heal from Brightwing, but Azerite, he needs the heal desperately and he doesn't get it. The tether here also a problem. Maiev has a 100% win rate in this series so far, and currently it looks like this might continue. Maiev just brutalizing them. Getting kills on the Hark and Imperius, that front wall is just suffering. Another 4 shots are fired. The core down to 28. And level 10 is allowing them to take this bell tower without any problem whatsoever. Especially since Sylvanas is obviously helping out too. So yeah, it's just crazy. It's still a bit weird. This is one of those maps where you never really know who's going to win until you're hitting the late game. Even if a team is down to single digits already, they might still lose it. So it's always a bit awkward. But the way that they are currently playing this out, it seems like they can get quite a bit of momentum. Bunker is out. They're trying to open the wall up, I suppose, to help him escape here. And they're able to pull that one off, but the drag connects regardless. They're going for Smexy! And he's dead. Doesn't have level 10. There's no blink heal. He can't reposition. So they take down Garrosh. They take down Brightwing. And they go for another bell tower conversion. This is escalating really quickly. Very, very quickly. The early heroic abilities made it possible. And now they have 2 bell towers converted over. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy this early in the game. And not even at the 7-minute mark. And they have 2 of them. Now, I'm not sure they can hold on to them. I doubt they can. They're not even trying at the bottom of the map. They're simply allowing them to bring it back. But that's a lot of time that has to be used now by Granit Gaming to make that happen. They're already posturing in the middle to try and do the same thing here too. But that allows them to take the Pumpkin Camp. They're, of course, way ahead in experience now. And we'll see if at least the altar can now be claimed. But yeah, it is a bit insane. 5 bell towers to 3. Pumpkins at the bottom of the map. A few get now taken by Granit as well. Top side pressured, wall destroyed. And the altar is popping up now. Heroic abilities. We got the Wrath of Ingerius, which honestly is just once again showcasing that Imperius is secretly having a second job as an Uber delivery driver. I mean, he's supplying opportunities at this point. Decimate is also in. And now that's 5 shots fired. Yep, Henning gets it. They're not even fighting for it. They didn't have the talent. The level 13 wasn't there. Bit of too afraid, and for good reason. And now with Sylvanas, they are hoping that they can take this one out too. Alright, Breeze moving in. Nice dodge again with the burrow. Anduin doing his thing, saving the day. Didn't even have to bunker up here. And Maiev is gone. They just disappear. Not a single kill yet for Granit Gaming. Not one. But late game momentum. That's what they're looking for. And they got Cure, and he's scaling into the late game, as usual. Lauber alive after they tried to make the play here. The tether dropped, the Indomitable being used, and in the mid lane they recovered the bell tower. So it's 4 bell towers to 4 now, but they're still pushing this. They see, of course, the Haka also in the middle. I saw him just a second ago. Blaze is now moving towards the top, and they're starting to slowly retreat here. But they are so far ahead in experience. And of course also on the core. 36 to 23. Nothing crazy yet, but it is starting to become a problem. And a concern for them, of course, too. Damage output. We got 22,000 for Sylvanas. We got 22,000 on Lulnara. So yeah, she's funning around here too. And yes, as the rotation hits the top lane, both Skog and Svampgarota just hightail it out of there. The counter pressure at the bottom of the map is still continuing, and this is something that Sylvanas is just doing these days, time and time again, trying to come in and side lane pressure a little bit. Bishops needs to be very careful here, but he unloads a ton of damage on Lunara. They're still able to save her though, and Anduin is dead. Couldn't run away this time. Anduin is down. There's the delivery system as Imperius is looking to help them to a second kill, and indeed he does. Maiev is dead, and here comes Granit Gaming, building up the momentum that we talked about a second ago. Kill number 3. They go for the triple. Couldn't get a single kill this entire game, and now they take 3 and tie in experience with the opponent's team. That alone helped them to close the gap. Experience, you can see, like, thanks to the 3 kills, it's nearly the same amount that they were able to get simply because they took them down so late. But that triple kill brought them more or less dead even, and they're looking for more. They're trying to go for Bishops. Yeah, but he gets away. Bishops gets away, but that's 2 altars fired, which means we're looking at 28 points in a moment against 25. Shots fired, quite literally. Both on level 15, and here's the big opportunity for Granit Gaming to bring this back. So, at this point, we're waiting for 16. Both of the teams do. And of course for Maiev to showcase if they can pop off a little bit more. You still have Light Bomb. Anduin with his Light Bomb can always just move through and help her out. Or maybe even Blaze when he starts his engage. But, well, there's another pumpkin camp that is starting to move over. 16 is there any second. They find Breeze. Can they take him? They try for the tether. They connect it, and Brightwing is forced to move out. Imperius, he's also stopped by the disc, but they're still trying to go for Bishops. And again, it's Anduin who ruins the play. Level 16 for both teams. By now we got the Vengeful Knives from AF. We got the Dwarf launch. Top side 1v1 still plays out between the Haka and Blaze. Is down to the bottom of the map. The 4 versus 4 with another Stormbolt starts up again as Breeze gets stunned. They're trying to save the day for him. He has the Wailing Arrow from Bishops connects too, but the follow-up is just not ruthless enough. Here comes the Light Bomb though, stuns the front line out, and Garrosh dies. Azerite is in trouble as well. Another Stormbolt connects hard. Macke, he's low, and Brightwing. Brightwing at least saves one, but she might fall. Smexy, he's alive, but he dies, and I guess Macke, if he eats the Stormbolt, and indeed he does, will also bite the dust. And guys, this is horrific now for Granit Gaming fans. This couldn't get any worse. At this point, we have, well, not only a conversion on the bell tower, we have 3 altars up. Cure is trying to get through this, and he connects the drag, but they're already locking in the one at the bottom. He has no chance. That's 15 points off the core. 15 fucking points off the core. Bam! The first 5 hit, they're down to 18. They're eating another 5, 13, and it's time for the single digits. And oh boy, they're going for the middle bell tower. It means they're going to lose 6. They're going to be down to 7 points. And the boss is, of course, up as well. 2 level advantage. Not quite, but close. Oh, that was huge. Those kills, they came at the perfect moment in time. That is a big, big step for the Bang Bush towards a part of his slot in the grand final. Doesn't get better than that. So here we are. Spray game is on point as well, as you can see. Sylvanas is moving in. They're just trying to hold on to those bell towers now. Hold on to the bell towers, get experience, hit that level 20, and then maybe go for boss and 1 more altar and just finish it. It's going to be a double altar that pops up next, and normally you would say that they're at least going to get 1 of them, and that is a single point, maybe 2 points on the core for Granit Gaming. Either way, it's not a good spot to be in by any means. This is a disaster for them right now. An absolute disaster. They have to get kills. They need to close this gap. They need to get an opportunity to retake those bell towers at least. Build some momentum. Take a bell tower themselves. Take the boss off the map. It's way too much now. Bang Bush is dominant. They're looking at a great outset for the next fight. Half a level until they hit 20. They don't have the global, so they can't just simply rotate this easily towards the top. Brightwing is dealing with the middle. The problem is that even if they take both of these bell tower backs, and now they do, if they lose both of the altars, it's still game over. A single altar and the boss is also going to end the game. Yeah, the Bang Bush. The Haka. Yep. And he doesn't get anything. Blazes at the top. They want level 20. Spoiler alert, they're going to get it. And they're going to get it in time, aren't they? 1 more wave is all they need. Can they interrupt this a little bit? Is anybody sneaking down to the bottom to try and take that bell tower early? Blaze has to bunker up. Lauber is helping out, jumping in deep. Azerite might be too deep. Gets stunned, and he's dead. Guys, this has to be game. This could be game. Can they kill Lauber? No, they cannot, because Anduin, that little fucker, is again right there where he has to be and just ruins the day for them. By now, they got the Glyph of Faith. Anduin is pulling it off. They got level 20. Lauber goes for the channel. He forces a reaction out of Granit Gaming. They don't want to engage here. They can't engage here, but they have to. It's a 4 versus 5. They don't have level 20, but they cannot simply sit back. Marke is dishing out so much damage with Lunara right now. Bambi is going full beast mode. But there's the double channel. Henning, he gets the first 4 shots, and now they just need to sneak someone down to the bottom of the map and take the final one. And that's exactly what Maiev is doing. It's over. It's game. They can't get there anymore. It is well, the Haka can get there, and he's interrupting, and he gets the kill. Muradin is dead, and so is Maiev. Muradin and Maiev are both dead. Guys, they're saving the day. They're saving it for now, at least. Bishops, he gets out, but this game isn't over. Dehaga had his global back. 3 points to 24. And Sylvanas died too. They get the kills. Don't tell me they're turning this. They have level 20, and now they have momentum. Oh boy, this is... no way. Yeah. This is happening. The top cam is taken. The bottom bell tower is converted. They need to take the boss off the map. They got to. Normally you would try to get more bell towers, but they need to get rid of the boss. They can't allow for the boss to still be there, because a single boss would end the game in favor of Team Bang Bush. So here it is. Here it is. The boss is taken. They're going to be down to 20 points. This is still winnable. Is it likely? We can argue about that. But is it possible? Hell yeah, it is still possible. 100%. Double altar is coming up next. 20 versus 20. Towers of Doom doing its thing again. 73,000 by Lunara. All they need is a single altar. Even with one converted, they only need 3 points. These, by the way, are likely going to make it through. So that's another 3 points of the core. It comes down pretty much to this fight now. Well, not only, but yeah, this is a big one. The pumpkins, again, they're going to make it through at the bottom of the map, so that's 3 gone. They're going for the fight! Oh, and there's the kill, the double! Bang Bush, they're done with this shit. They're absolutely done with it. They're moving and they're saying like, yeah, not on our watch. We're going to win this game now. Henning is channeling and he doesn't get it yet. But the fight is still ongoing and everybody on the red team is dropping low. They only have 3 heroes in play. That is Cure destroyed. Henning gets the shots and that is game, everybody. Bangbush advances to the grand final and Granit Gaming drops into the 3rd place decider.